Alright, this is for Clout Gaze, Astrology. Today we're doing Tati Westbrook, and for your viewing pleasure, she only has 2 cards that were relatable in her deck. So, we do have the 2 of Swords, which is decisions. We also have the 4 of Wands, which is happy home life. So, other people have like 12 cards or 8 cards or 2 cards that are a little bit more of like the red deck, not the black deck, but you know, like these kind of have some very stalemate energy to them. So you know, with Talia, it's either you like her or you don't, and you know, I'll try to clear up any misconceptions, but you know, I think it's kind of you know, I don't know. You'll find out. So her sun is in Aquarius, which is the 10th house of legacy. It's who you think you are. She has a moon in Scorpio, so it's the 6th house of responsibilities, how you feel, like she feels responsible. And then we have Mercury, which is also in Aquarius, which is 9th house of beliefs. It's how you think and speak. So, you know. And then we have Venus in Capricorn, which is the 8th house of intimacy, how you love and what you value. We have Mars, which is in Libra, which is the 5th house of creativity. It's how you take action and how you show passion. We have Jupiter in Scorpio. It's the 6th house of responsibilities. It's luck and expansion. So, you know. Then we have Saturn, which is in Libra, which is the 5th house of creativity, self-discipline, and responsibility. Just when you thought that she was away from the 6th house of responsibility, there's more responsibility. So she has a Uranus in Sagittarius, which is the 6th house of responsibilities, her uniqueness, and where she doesn't fit in. So it's kind of funny. So we have Neptune in Sagittarius, the 7th house of partnerships, your hopes, dreams, and imagination. Pluto in Libra, which is the 5th house of creativity again. Dreams and rebirth and transformations. We have Libra. Well, we have Lilith. Lilith is fun. Sagittarius in 6th house of responsibilities for Lilith. So willpower and mission, so responsibilities. And that's where it kind of, like, it worries me a little bit. Anyway, we have N.Node of Cancer, the 2nd house of values, where you're going in this life. So Cancer the crab is kind of, it's kind of motherhood, if I wanted to be totally honest with people. It's motherhood for her. For other people, it's usually career-based, or it's emotionally based. So, you know. In her empty houses, the 1st house, lack of identity and personality, puts a false mask on. The 3rd house of, I think the 3rd house is communication, so difficulty dealing with logic. The 4th house, distractiveness and family problems. There's the 11th house, which is empty also, which is difficulty maintaining friendships. So that's kind of where there's a bit of a cat fight between a lot of her former friends and a lot of other people. She kind of, you know, I guess can't find a friend, you know. And we have 12th house, can't cope with stress, fear, and overly pressured. So that's one of those things. And then we have her, her, symbols, I would say. So we have a corn staff, which is kind of like a corn stalk. We have a flute. We have a pearl. We have the elephant. We have another elephant, and we have 3 corn staffs. So it's kind of looking like a corn maze, to be honest with you, because each corn staff is like a row of corn, if you really want to know. Then we have a bow and another elephant. So there's 3 elephants, there's 3 corn staffs, which is kind of like rows of corn. We have 2 pearls and a flute. So if you ever wanted to make a music video, yeah, I would do it with some of that stuff. Anyway, let's do her legacy. If she was not a YouTuber, what job would she have? I did this through calculations, so it's fun. So we have dancers, musicians, management jobs in the entertainment industry, creative arts, dealers of gems and precious metals, athletes, realtors, landscaped artists, financiers, warriors, poets, song composers, scientists, computer workers, makers of musical instruments, vocalists, psychic mediums, astrologers, yogi healers, so people that deal with a lot of emotional healing, due to 3 when you're 3 balanced on both sides. So let's see. Medical practitioners, surgeons, and high-tech workers. So she could be any of these. It mostly stretches from everything from entertainment industry to metals, the metal industry or the gem industry, retailers or realtors, house realtors, landscape, or actually writing songs, and computers, stuff like that. Anything to do with an instrument, anything to do with high-tech stuff. So yeah, this is going to be under the flute because it's equal. Actually, if you're looking up at the sky, you can probably see a collection of stars that looks like a flute, like a classic flute. Anyway, this was for Miss Westbrook. It's interesting to me that all this would come out, and she would have threes, and then she would have a lot of other things that pertain to threes. And some of her houses were in creativity and responsibilities. So it's really like, it really shows how she kind of like works, and how her mind works, and how she feels about certain situations. So it's just a difference of opinion, I guess, but her friendship level is like 0 because she can't find a friend, or she doesn't want to. She's independent, or she strives forward without much commitment issues. So interesting enough, and that's why I felt like a lot of the fights and stuff were because of just difference of opinion with some people, and for others it's a little bit of maybe truth, I don't know. But I do feel like she sees things a little bit different than other people in the situation, so it's kind of scary to me to actually think about that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. And it kind of gives you perspective, the way I see perspective. I don't I don't say anything about anybody, but I kind of looked up her stuff and I was like, oh my gosh, this is big. So, yeah, just be careful. I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now.